I cut the check, I cut the check, I cut the check. Tell my niggas we up next, so we up next. She shot a text, she shot a text, she shot a text. Kill the I might put the different day, put a nigga on that same shit. I've been ballin' with my niggas, Kevin Cambridge. Oh, you drippy, but you better tuck your chain quick.
Alright, y'all, we back with another episode Between the Lines, man. And this is a really exciting episode for me because I've been thinking about something for like the past few days about an idea about certain NBA teams that I feel like they should really do. And before I get into that, I'm just talk about the little stuff that happened. We've been having some really good games nowadays. We had just yesterday, Dame just dropped 60. That boy. Matter of fact, I might as well just take it back to Saturday. The Portland Trailblazers, they played the Clippers, and Dame missed 2 clutch free throws, and then Patrick Beverley does what he does, gets in your head. Let's talk about Dame time when he missed the free throw, and they just sparked like a little Instagram battle with him and PG. PG hopped in and said, "You getting sent home this year." Well, first Dame said they expect me to make those shots. That's why they were all hyped on the bench because I missed. And then PG was like, "Well, you getting sent home this year." Patrick Beverley said Cancun on 3. I don't know what that means. Then Dame went at Patrick Beverley. Well, basically both of them. He went at both of them. Basically said, "Y'all keep switching teams and not trying to grind with that team that y'all was drafted to." Basically said y'all ducking smoke. And after that basically just lit a fire on them, man. They messed up big time. Real big time, and now the Portland Trailblazers look even more scarier than they already did, and like I've been saying, I do not want to play them. 3 days ago, he dropped 51, got the dub against, I want to say, the 76ers without Joel Embiid, so that was like a bad game for the Portland Trailblazers, except for him. Like, they was in a close game, and they ain't even had 2 stars. But he dropped 51. Then yesterday, he was not missing at all. I watched the whole game. I might react to it. He was not missing. He was not losing that game. Dropped 61. Show who's the best player on that court. Because you can probably hear people. People can probably argue and say that Luka's better than him. But no, he's not ready for that smoke. Bro, Dame is one of those players I'm not calling out. I'm not calling out Dame. I'm not calling out KD. I'm not calling out Kyrie. Much hate I don't give Kyrie hate. As much as I think like he gets put on a higher pedestal than he is, I'm not calling out Kyrie. People called out LeBron. He didn't show up, so I'm not going to say him. But Dame and KD are the 2 people that I don't understand why you would call them out. Why would you get them mad, Paul George? Now we got to face them. That was a mind game. That was basically a mind game because now he's on something different. His team around him already knows. Just get the ball to Dame. Sorry, it sucks to hear that CJ McCollum playing with a fractured back. And that's probably why Dame's going crazy. And, hey, shit, it's working. So just let him keep playing like that because he's not passing the ball. And, hey, he had 8 assists, but, like, bro, when the last quarter, it was Dame. And he had hella free throws because basically Porzingis couldn't stick that pick and roll between him and Nurkic. Nurkic and Dame were killing him off the pick and roll. Dame had a lot of free throws. So he got a lot of points off them free throws, probably like 12 of them. But he was still torching them. Nobody on that court can guard him. Then he made the smart pass at the end of the game to Hassan Whiteside that sealed the game. And it was just a great game to watch. Kristaps Porzingis showing that he's still dominating. He's still averaging 30-something in the bubble that nobody seems to talk about because Luka's doing so great too. But, like, bro, they're both doing great, and that duo is going to be crazy in a couple of years. That duo that duo going to be crazy next year. I swear, don't let them get Victor Oladipo or Rudy Gobert. That's the only pieces they need. Either one of those pieces to me. But Dame's been on a tear. The Bucks haven't really been looking that good lately. Chris Middleton's not shooting normal. Like, he's not. Sometimes he don't even get enough shots. And he's been inconsistent like he could be in the playoffs like he usually is. Giannis still doing his shit. Except yesterday, he got ejected. He headbutted somebody. And like I don't blame that on him because normally when you and a player going head to head, what they do in the NBA, they like to go head to head, like bump heads with each other. So I guess that's what Giannis thought they was gonna do. But hey, Mo Wagner, he do be drawing a lot of charges and he do be flopping a lot. So as soon as he got that headbutt, that was just that's just acting right at that point, and he took that away from them. But he's still been hooping. Giannis just lost to the Mavericks when Luka dropped 36, 14, and 20. I don't understand. If you don't like Luka, you don't like basketball. Like people like Flight Reacts. I'm not trying to call him out, but I hate watching his reaction because he doesn't know basketball, but he's in a high pedestal, and like he just puts hate on the good player, on so much. Everybody, he puts hate on everybody. If you're not Curry or Damian Lillard, he puts hate on you, and that's like not fair. Like these players work their hardest to get where they at. You just putting hate on them, and you got a big ass pedestal because you got like altogether you got like 6 million followers, and you got this big pedestal. You getting posted on SportsCenter, ESPN, but you're using that to put hate on these random players, calling them a trash and nobody. Like I hate that, and he does that for Luka. Like yo, this man is an MVP candidate in his second year, All-Star starter in his second year, almost averaging a triple-double in his second year. And you putting out that knowledge to the people, little people that's looking up to you like, yo, that's dumb. To me, that's corny and that's childish to me. But I don't understand. If you don't like Luka, you don't like basketball. Cause that man is the first person I've seen in a long time, other than LeBron. But I didn't see LeBron coming in league. Is the first person I've seen in a long time that can challenge Jordan, LeBron, the GOATs. He can challenge them to be the best player of all time. Because if he playing like this, imagine what he is in year 8, year 9. If he playing this good, knock on wood, hopefully he don't get no injuries. If he playing this good, the accolades going to come. MVP championship, they're definitely going to come, especially for him. He needs people around him, but he is that number one option. He don't need to be a secondary starter, nobody. And he has the chance to be a GOAT. Because he's doing this so early. 28. He's averaging 28, 9. And 8 rebounds. Other day just had 36, 14, and 20. That's nasty. And he did that the day before that too. He had like 34, 16, and 19. You're like, yo, this is not no one game fluke with Luka. He does this continuously. It's up now because like they're about to head into the playoffs, and he looks like he's gonna keep doing this in the playoffs. So like, he's not gonna have that little narrative that he's not a playoff performer. I don't think that's gonna come for him. But other than that, it's the one thing I really have a problem with, and this is with the NBA. The NBA is trying to force Zion to be the face of the league when LeBron leaves. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it if nobody else wants to say it. Zion, and this is not me shedding hate on him because I'll tell you why, but Zion would never be the face of the league. Face of the league to me is the best player. Like, you won't see Jason, you won't see, like right now, you won't say Kawhi's the face of the league because he's not the best player. You can argue that, but even that, people are still going to say LeBron's the face of the league. And even if they don't say LeBron, they're going to say KD. But to me, the face of the league is the best player. I feel like it's only 3 players that's going to play for the next 10 to 15 years that I can say are going to be the best player throughout those years. Luka, Giannis, and Jason Tatum. I can only see them 3 being the face of the league going throughout the year. Me personally, I think Giannis going to be the face of the league for like 10 some years, and Luka's going to be right behind. Luka's going to be the KD to LeBron. And, well, KD, you know what I mean. Luka's KD, LeBron's Giannis. Like, Luka's always going to be number 2 to me. And the NBA, they just trying to force this narrative. Like, yo, Zion, first of all, you know how they'll show, like, what game's coming up, and they'll be like, they'll show your 2 main stars. So they always try to show Zion. They'll show your best player, and they'll always try to show Zion. First of all, Zion's not the best player on the Pelicans. Like, the other day, it was just DeMar DeRozan, they had his picture, then they had Zion. And normally when you have, like, you show the national TV schedule, you show 2 of the best players from each team, you show what time they play each other. And they show DeMar DeRozan and Zion. Zion is not the best player on the team, it's Brandon Ingram. And if Brandon Ingram doesn't play, it's Drew Holiday. Zion is the 3rd best player on that team. So they just try to force that. Anything little Zion does, up on SportsCenter, Ball is Life, ESPN, everywhere. It's everywhere. What did he do? He caught an alley-oop the other day. Everywhere. Bleacher Report, you get an alert. Zion, monster alley-oop. The motherfucker caught it and threw it down. Like, yo, come on, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying with him. They're just gonna make him look bad. And he's probably not gonna live up to the hype because all this pressure he getting on him. Like Lonzo. Lonzo, everybody said Lonzo, new Steph Curry. Lonzo looks like he's not going to be nowhere near Steph Curry. He's going to have a great career, but Steph Curry is one of the best ever. Lonzo doesn't look like he's going to be that, and that's because the narrative that was put on him. That's why people call him a bust right now, because the narrative that was put on him because of his dad, and like because of other people. And I just feel like people doing that with Zion, saying he the next LeBron. He's not the next LeBron. To me, I say his game's more like Charles Barkley or Amari Stoudemire, but like they just try to force that narrative on Zion. The next, he's on 2K cover. He only played 16 games in the regular season. 2K cover was announced in like June. Why isn't Ja Morant the rookie of the year on the 2K cover? Like, they trying to force this on you guys. If you don't put Ja Morant, why is Luka now on the 2K cover? If you're trying to go young, why is it a person that's been having a better season, played the whole season, and doing great the whole season not on there? Why y'all trying to force Zion on everybody? They trying to force him on everything. Other day, NBA, showing Zion walking to the stadium. Yo, like, stop, get off of him. Like, it's like, to me, like, yo, they're like all up on him. Basically, tried to make the Pelicans make the playoffs. Gave them the easiest schedule. Too bad the Pelicans suck. Just terrible. Too bad they suck. And they got eliminated with 2 games left. Too bad they suck. Their plan backfired, but they tried to give them the easiest schedule. They even announced that they trying to get LeBron versus Zion in the playoffs. Like, yo, why y'all trying to force this narrative like these two people are alike? Zion and LeBron are not alike. Yes, they were both like large people coming out of high school. Obviously, Zion went to college, LeBron didn't. But, like, yo, they're not alike. Games don't match at all. Why y'all trying to force that narrative? And I feel like, the NBA is making the wrong... They're trying to force Zion to be the face of the league. But to me, I think they're forcing the wrong person. I think Luka should be forced to be the face of the league. And to me, Zion would never be better than Luka. Never. He'd never be better than Luka. And that's not me hating on Zion, because I know when Zion gets it together, and what I mean by him getting it together is, I don't care if he has a jump shot. He don't need a jump shot. All he needs to do is get slimmer and get better on defense and play games. Then he'll automatically be a top 10 player. And to me, the way he looking, he might be top 10 power forward of all time. That's my ceiling for him. Like, I think he has an amazing ceiling. But do I ever think he's going to be better than Luka? Hell no. The way Luka playing right now, with his own team, has his own team in the playoffs? Come on, bro. My fault. Somebody's calling. I gotta edit that out. Anyway, Luka has his own team in the playoffs, and they weren't even thought about like to make the playoffs at all. And the fact that they're in the playoffs, they're in the 7th seed, they're comfortable, they're fighting for a 6th seed. Like, yo, it's 2 different monsters here right now. Y'all trying to force the wrong person. Yes, Zion has an amazing upside, but yo, y'all making it harder on him. I know all the attention he getting. It's not hurting him, but like it's getting annoying to him. Like, he doing commercials. I seen like 5 Zion commercials. Like, yo, just let the kid grow. Like, y'all giving him so much attention that can hurt a player's growth. Cause like, oh, they gotta go do this interview. They gotta do this commercial. Like, they gotta do so much, and then they gotta watch what they do because they're the most viewed in the league. And like, yo, y'all just it's gonna be hard for Zion. Can y'all stop, bro? It's gonna be hard for Zion to grow in the league. And I feel like, yo, it's just, I don't like what they doing, man. I feel like they forcing it. And it don't look right, man. To me, it don't look right at all. If you're gonna force anybody, force Luka, the one that's, to me, should have been 3rd in the MVP voting, to me. But they gave it to James Harden, and I'm not mad at that. But I think Luka has had a better season than James. But I feel like they forcing the wrong person, and it's not fair to Zion. I'm not gonna say it's not fair to Luka. It's not fair to Zion, cause like he has so much commotion around him, and like it could be hard for him to grow. And I wouldn't be mad if he ends up like Zoe for like the first 3 years, like playing terrible. I wouldn't be mad, cause like, yo, it's so much pressure on him. And that can be hard for a kid. To like take, cause like he's 20. He's basically my age. I'm 19. So that can be hard for him. But hey, that's enough with that. we heard a rumor about Ben Simmons. The Cavs think they got a good enough trade package for Ben Simmons. What the? I'm a Cavs fan. What the hell? What are we gonna trade them? Darius Garland, Kevin Love, picks. That's it. Bro, they're not taking that. That don't even make sense. We would have to trade our whole fucking team to get Ben Simmons. We had to trade Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, Kevin Love, Kevin Porter Jr. We're gonna trade all of them. That's stupid. That's not gonna work. You're gonna trade Darius Garland. Yes, I agree. If Darius Garland gets it together, he could be a better fit next to Joel Embiid. But that's gonna take a couple of years for Darius Garland to get it together. Cause mind you, this year was his first year playing basketball in like a year because he got hurt the year before that. He had tore his ACL. So it's going to take him a few years, and you're going to trade for this $36 million contract. 32, my fault. I think it's $32 million contract and the 33-year-old Kevin Love. That's dumb. Like, yo, can y'all stop, bro? I'm recording. Can y'all please stop, bro? That nigga bugging. I'm gonna have to go on and talk about Luka. Alright. But yeah, like I said, man, my fault. Friends keep calling me. It's annoying. But damn, I forgot what the hell I was talking about, bro. What the fuck? What the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Ben Simmons. That was a huge break for it. But yeah, Ben Simmons to the Cavs, like, yo, we don't have a good enough trade package to get Ben Simmons. I would love it. Put Ben Simmons next to Colin Sexton. I would love that shit. I would love it. But that's not a good trade package. We don't have a good enough trade package for him at all. I mean, yeah, we might get the first overall pick. Darius Garland is going to be a great player. Kevin Love is still a great player. Fuck it, you can get Kevin Porter. Like, hey, if it happens, I'm cool with it. If it happens, I'm cool with it. Don't get it twisted. I'm cool with it. But it's not gonna happen. But along with the 76ers, like, yo, they might be in a bad position. I think I seen that Joel Embiid gonna play. Like, I think against the Raptors. I think Friday. But he just got hurt. Ben Simmons out for the season. That sucks because I wanted to see playoff Ben. I felt like playoff Ben was gonna be different, but maybe I was terribly wrong because in the bubble, he was just playing terrible. Having 8 points, fouling out with 8 points. Like, what are you doing, bro? Joel Embiid was dominating while he was doing that. Like, yo, you better hurry up for they trade you, yo, because I want you to stay with that team. I feel like it's easier to build with you. I mean, if you trade him. Trade him to the Cavs. Like I said, trade him to the Cavs. We can take him. But, like I'm saying, man, Joel Embiid was dogging. He was averaging like 30 and 12. Low key averaging 30 and 12 because I didn't even peep the first few games. Like when they played the Pacers and TJ Warren had 53, that 53 was like such a big storyline that nobody peeped that Joel Embiid had 40 and 15. I definitely didn't peep that until like this morning when I was doing the studying for the podcast. Like he's been hooping. So I hope he come back, but like I don't know about the playoffs, man. I don't know about the playoffs for them. I feel like they might get bounced out real early. And I felt like that when they had Ben Simmons. But, like, this, like, right now, I feel like it's obvious. Like, they getting bounced out. This team is just not a good fit around Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid. And I don't think it's going to work out for them in the playoffs. And that sucks, man. Because that was a team that I wanted to do really good in the playoffs. I don't know why I just did that. But that was a team I wanted to do really good in the playoffs. But it's not going to happen. What else happened? TJ Warren's cooled down, got strapped up by Jimmy Butler the other day. That game was really boring for it to have so much hype behind it because that little fight that they had earlier in the season. The game was really boring. But now might as well just get into my main topic, man. Well, matter of fact, let me talk about this. The Pelicans. I talked about this a little bit earlier, but the Pelicans terrible. Like. They gave you the easiest schedule. Alvin Gentry, you might as well pack your bags. You getting fired as soon as they get off the plane back to New Orleans. You getting fired. I hope they fire him and hire Jason Kidd. I hope they fire him. But like I said, like yo, Lonzo had a terrible bubble. And as far as like, did I just see something move behind me? As far as like assist, it was decent, but it wasn't Lonzo. Defense decent, it wasn't Lonzo. But the offensive side shooting, terrible, terrible. And I know he gonna bounce back. I know I'm a big Lonzo believer. I know he gonna bounce back. But come on, bro, you were terrible. You were almost unplayable. He was terrible. And they posted his stats. They posted his stats on Ball His Life, and he retweeted it. He was like, he said, make sure y'all show my stats next year. So hey, maybe he come back with some redemption. Come out there like Steph Curry, like his dad said. But yeah, Bi didn't even have a good bubble. Drew Holiday didn't have a good bubble. Like it's just, and then sometimes this didn't look like they wanted to play. And like Luka and Bi need to learn this. To me, Luka and Bi need to learn this. And this might be hard for Bi because I can understand the Pelicans. They still trying to force Zion to be that main piece. But yo, Luka, Bi, y'all the best players on your team. Take that last shot. Stop passing that ball. Stop passing. Luka, yesterday you could have made a good shot out of that. You good at creating your own shots. Yo, don't pass that ball, yo. Y'all in the crunch time, y'all down by 2. I want y'all to shoot the ball. I don't want y'all to pass the ball. And only if that man is wide open and it's freaking JJ Redick or it's Seth Curry for Luka's case. Like, Luka, he made a decent pass yesterday, but I would rather him go up because he went to the cup, and I'd rather he laid it up because I think he had Gary Trent on him. Gary Trent would have fouled him. Gary Trent would have definitely fouled him. That's 2 clutch free throws that Luka can make. I wish he would have had that, but Bi, you gotta do that too. I want you to have the ball down there again. Don't give it to Zion because they say so. Like, come on, bro. You are the best player on that team. And it sucks for him too, cause he hears all the commotion that Zion is the best player on the team. They focusing so hard on Zion, like he not the reason why they even there. Like basically, him and Drew Holiday like been carrying the offense a little the whole season. Bi's the all-star, but y'all focusing on this rookie that hasn't really played the whole season. Like let the rookie grow, but like also focus on the man, the all-star you have right now. Like Pelicans in the NBA, they got messed up to me. It's just. They forcing a lot on Zion. They forcing a lot on him. Yeah, Pelicans look terrible. They leaving today. What's today's day? Oh shit, they going back. They going back to what's them call it? They going back to New Orleans now because they said all the players. Well, Sacramento and the Pelicans they got eliminated, so they going back now. And I think the Wizards are too. They going back to where they from? New Orleans, Sacramento, and Washington. But here's my main topic, man. I feel like in either 1 or 2 years, the Nuggets can be a contender easily. Easily for me. Easily. They still looking amazing. Not even playing Will Barton. Just started playing Jamal Murray. He came back, looked decent. But, yo, Michael Porter Jr., Jokic, and this might be a weird name, but he's nice as hell. Mason Plumlee is nice as hell. Especially for that backup role. Yo, all of their big men are skillful as hell. Mason Plumlee, Paul Millsap, Jokic might be one of the most skilled big men ever. Jokic, Michael Porter Jr. is a big man, so him too. He's 6'10". And Bobo. All of them is skillful. They have some skillful big men. And yo, I just feel like MPJ. I feel like MPJ is like that like it's just a different offensive player, and I feel like they have to run the offense through him and Jokic. I feel like Jamal Murray is gonna stop MPJ from doing what he's doing right now, and this what I've been thinking about. It's what I said I was talking about earlier. I feel like I love this idea. I love Jamal Murray if he was on the Heat. If Jamal Murray was on the Heat, it would be perfect. Both of these teams would be contenders because I'm going to tell you who the Nuggets will get. But let me focus on the Heat and Jamal Murray. So let's say they trade Jamal Murray to the Heat. The Heat right now, what they need is a playmaking guard, a guard that can score, a clutch guard, and that can play decent defense. Well, that's Jamal Murray's name right there. Not that great on playmaking, but like he can create his own shot. That's a part of playmaking. Playmaking is not just assists And for assists and stuff, they got Jimmy. Jimmy's been averaging like 6 assists. Bam's having 6 assists. Like, they should be good. You can add somebody else next to Jamal. But like I said, I would love for them to grab Jamal Murray because you might not think, some people might not think it, but Jimmy Butler to me is not that player that can go out and give you 30 like he used to do. Like, he used to easily go out and give you 30. He was a bucket. He's still sort of a bucket, but it's not as consistent as it was when he was on the Minnesota Timberwolves or when he was on the Bulls. Like, he was a bucket. And I don't know, I just feel like, Jamal Murray is a bucket, and sometimes he can be inconsistent, but some more than likely. I mean, probably the other way around. I don't know what I just said. But Jamal Murray is a bucket, and I don't know, he just fits so perfectly next to Jimmy Butler, because he could take that last shot. He's shown that last year in the playoffs, the reason why he got all this money. I think he got $27 million. He had a lot of clutch shots. My back hurt. My bad. It's just my fault. He had a lot of clutch shots, and he just had a lot of big games, especially when they needed it. And it'd be times when Jimmy's not going for nothing, Bam's not doing nothing. The Heat just looks stagnant. Nobody's scoring. Bro, Jamal Murray is that perfect third star next to those two. And I see that team as a contender. You got Jamal Murray, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Kelly Olynyk, and Bam. That's an amazing starting lineup to me. You got defense, you got shooting, you got scoring, you got everything right there in that lineup. You can guard. You got all defensive players on that lineup. You got 3 of the best shooters in the league on that lineup. Like, that lineup to me is perfect. And then you round it out with the bench. Now, I feel like they're gonna have to trade Tyler Hero to this one team that I'm telling you that. All right, let me tell you, it's a 3-team trade. My fault. It's a 3-team trade. You have the Nuggets, you have the Heat, you have the Pelicans. The Heat, they get Jamal Murray, probably something else. I don't know, like some picks probably. Nuggets, I need them to get Jrue Holiday. Perfect fit. I'll talk about that later. Jrue Holiday, and probably something else to make the money work, I guess. Then for the Pelicans, Tyler Hero is that guy for the Pelicans to me. So let me talk about Jrue Holiday and the Nuggets. Like I said, you run this offense through Jokic and MPJ, your sky's the limit. Like, they look amazing together already. They look better than Jamal Murray and Jokic. Jokic and MPJ just looks amazing. And let's say, I don't know, they're 2 young players. Let's say one day they come out and they just not shooting well, don't have it that night. Bro, Jrue Holiday is right there. One of the best all-around players in the league. The most underrated player in the league. Because I heard plenty of NBA players say he's the most underrated player in the league. And it's facts. It's fact. Most underrated player in the league. And, he's not just a defender, bro. On the offensive side, it's elite, too. He will give you a bucket, bro. And it's like, that's the perfect person they need. A defensive anchor and a person that can be there when you're not going for nothing. Because when B.I., Lonzo, Zion not going for them nothing, Jrue Holiday is sometimes what keeps them afloat. Like, what makes them contend with some good teams. And, he don't get that recognition. I don't know why. But he don't get that recognition. I feel like on the Nuggets, it would be perfect for him because he doesn't need to score that much. He has 2 of the best young stars in the league. To me, Michael Porter's upside is better than a lot of your favorite players. It's better than Zion. I know I just talked about Zion earlier. And then, I know it sounds like I'm hating on Zion, but I'm not. I'm just telling you, Michael Porter Jr. is baby Tracy McGrady. If you watched my reaction the other day, it's baby Tracy McGrady, bro. And I hope he don't get injured. Baby Tracy McGrady. It's better. His upside to me is better than a lot of people. Trae Young, John Morant. I feel like his upside to me is amazing. Like, one of the best scorers ever. 6'10", and he will shoot over you because he's 6'10", and his release is all the way up here. And he can shoot the lights out. Athletic as hell. And then you got Jokic right next to him. Already the best center in the league by far. Because he plays all the games and he knows he brings it on both sides of the ball. You couldn't say that about him a couple years ago, but he upped his defense up this year, and I like that. He was already elite. A point guard. Basically a point guard. He's not even a center. Basically a point guard. And then you put Jrue Holiday next to that. Because with those 2 players, MPJ and Jokic. They're decent defenders. They're not the best defenders. But then you put one of the best defenders next to them, and then with the deep team that they already had, Jeremy Grant. I don't know if they'll be able to keep Paul Millsap, but Paul Millsap, I'm a big PJ Dozier fan. I think you could slide him into that starting 2 guard. Like, he can shoot, he can pass, he can defend. He has the body of a defender. He's not a great defender yet, but he's gonna get there. He's gonna get there. Big PJ Dozier fan. Like I said, they got Mason Plumlee, one of the most versatile bigs I've seen in a long time. That doesn't get the credit. He can pass, he can dribble. 7'1". Mason Plumlee, Monte Morris, one of the most underrated bench players in the league. Mr. Consistency himself. I think I said Jeremy Grant already. Will Barton. Keita Bates-Diop been hooping. Like, they're already a deep team. You plug in Jrue Holiday, I feel like that's the piece that y'all need. And then you got Gary Harris too. I feel like that's the piece they need. Like, that team is a contender to me. That team is a contender. The way MPJ playing, I'm telling you, it's not going to stop. He's going to keep dominating. Because it's not that much players that can guard him. It's not that much players that can guard him. Because the same way with Tracy McGrady, he will shoot over you. You can't block his shot. He will shoot over you. I want to see the Bucks versus the Nuggets so bad. And it sucks that we're not going to be able to see that till next year. But I want to see that bad. But then you got Jokic, like, yo, that sky's the limit for that team. I'm sorry, the sky's the limit. And then you got Tyler Hero going to the Pelicans. Now, this to me is perfect because, one, J.J. Redick only got 1 more year in his contract. He's an old player, so you might not sign him again. Then you got J.J. Redick 2.0 right under him and Tyler Hero. Even though Tyler Hero, to me, if he was to get traded to this team, he should start. He would start because he doesn't just bring shooting. He brings scoring, swag, defense, effort. Like, yo, his first time, his basketball idol is basically Kobe, but like, I mean, not Kobe, I'm sorry, I said Kobe. It's Devin Booker. So the first time he played Devin Booker, he told Jimmy Butler, which is one of the best defenders in this league, Tyler Hero's a rookie, Jimmy Butler is a vet. He told Jimmy Butler, I'm guarding Devin Booker. I don't know what Devin Booker did to him that game. I don't know if he torched him. I don't know nothing. But like, just the courage to say, all right, I'm gonna go guard one of the best offensive players in the league. Like, that's just like, that's heart. Like, it shows a lot of heart. And like we seen the other day, they just played each other the other day too. Devin Booker gave him a nasty buck at fadeaway. Tyler Hero came right back at him, hit him with a crossover and a mid-range shot. Like, yo, he's he's a player that everybody like to call black, cause like his swagger and like the way he attacks the game is just amazing. Like, it's something that you normally don't see from. I'm not racist. But like, I'm telling you what people see in him, what people say, like, it's something you really don't see from a white person. Like, yo, his swagger is like different. And I don't know, he would be a great fit next to Lonzo, because to be talented, Lonzo can shoot worth the lick. None of the Pelicans can really shoot like that. B.I. can shoot. But other than that, the Pelicans are a terrible 3-point shooting team to me, like what it looks like. And Tyler Hero slot right in there, hit some threes. Take control when B.I. goes to the bench, Zion goes to the bench, because Lonzo's not really an offensive threat other than passing and spot-up shooting. He's starting to get there, but like, other than that, his finishing, mid-range, terrible. But Tyler Hero got that all down pack already. Doesn't really play like a rookie. He plays like a vet. Really smart player already. Can run a bench. If you want to put him on a bench, he can run a bench. And he's just a perfect player for that team. Plus, that to me, that would basically be them going young. Because Jrue Holiday is like 28, 29. And them getting Tyler Hero, he's 20, 21. So that's basically them going young. Surround him around Lonzo, who's like 22. B.I.'s 23. Zion's 20. Jackson Hayes 20. Nickeil Alexander 20. Like, they're going young. And that could be a great young core for them. But to me, who wins out of this trade, I think if that happens, I hope this is going to happen, but I don't think the Nuggets going to give Jamal Murray $27 million and trade him next year. I don't think they're going to do that. But I hope this happens, and I think who will win out of this trade, I think the Nuggets have the biggest upside, because to me they have the best player out of all these teams and the best coach out of all these teams to me. And it's just the deepest team to me. And I just feel like Jrue Holiday is a perfect fit for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray is a perfect fit for the Heat. And Tyler's a perfect fit for the Pelicans. So that's basically it with this episode, man. Let me know how y'all feel about that little trade I thought about. I hope it can happen, but I don't think it would. But let me know what y'all think about that trade. Comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Like the video. Like the video if you watch the video. Please like the video. Trying to get up. I only got 20 subscribers. I've been doing this for like 2 months. Trying to get up, man. But hey, man, this enough of this episode, man. So.